Well, and I remember I shared the song with my mom, who's two-time cancer survivor. Thank you, Mom.
Yeah, right on.
But yourself personally, obviously, I mean, it's an extremely emotional situation, and you're involved in this cause that must drain you a little bit. How do you manage to build up the fortitude to keep kind of going back to this again and again? Because there's huge highs, but there's got to be some really significant lows. I know that I saw on your website that one of the women I think who was involved in the song passed away in December.
True.
But you must see that fairly often, people you're meeting through this organization. How do you keep at it?
It's many things. I mean, I think personally, my beliefs about what happens after you die probably affects my positive outlook on things.
Okay.
So that I feel like in general, like we all have a responsibility to help others, just in humanity, being a person in this world.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be putting on breast cancer benefit concerts. Yeah. It can really just be, hey, in the winter, my next door neighbors are elderly and they can't shovel their driveway. I'm going to do that. And I'm not going to ask. I'm just going to do that.
Yeah.
It can be that simple of a thing, and that we all can be empowered to do something good for others. So I think part of that is where it comes from.
Yeah. And
it doesn't come from a place of it comes from a place of wanting to do something for others.
Yeah.
But as much that I love the fact that we need to have awareness, and there's a reason that we're doing this interview right now, and it's going to be up on a podcast, and we do TV spots and things like that. That really isn't what it's about for me. It's not about the glory. It's about those moments when someone says, my life is a little bit better because of something, the song that you wrote. Yeah. And it's just those teeny little things that make a huge difference in my life, that feed me. And also probably, to get even more personal, it's for me, it's about my spiritual life, and that I'm I have a ground in that sense. Like for me, that's sort of my choice about, believing in God and all these things. And I have to remind myself that I can't do everything. So I just do as much as I can that I feel like I'm called to do.
Yeah.
So some people are called to be prime minister. Some people are called to just open a door for somebody, you know? I mean, we all have those different callings in life. And for me, I feel like this is an important one. And I know that I'm on the right path because I still have the energy to do it.
Fair enough. You say you're certainly not in it for the glory, and obviously I think that's the case. And obviously you're getting a lot out of it, but you did get a little award.
Yeah.
The Queen called to say thank you very much for all your efforts, and you got the Queen's Diamond Jubilee Medal earlier this year.
Am I blushing? It still makes me blush when I think about it.
It's and congratulations, first of all.
Thank you.
Obviously, for all the great things you do. I mean, you're a boon to the community. But what's that call like? And I'm assuming it's a phone call, or is it do they send a carrier pigeon over to say you've got this thing attached to its leg? I mean, how does that happen?
It's funny. It came at a very interesting time in my life because, I'd done it for a number of years, and the fruits of what happens with Babes isn't always money. Obviously, the goal is to raise funds.
Yeah.
Always for the charity. That's just what financially and the concrete answer of what needs to happen. But the real fruits of it are from person to person and from community and from the effort of others trying to help one another and being a reflection of the caring community, which I think is so important and the reason that I do it. And it's not that I can say, we raised $80,000 since 2007. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of that. But it's not really the reason I do it.
Yeah.
So it was completely out of the blue. I got an email, and they're like, we'd like to. It was actually I got awarded it from Senator Vivian Poy. She's just retired in the fall, actually. Incredible woman, so accomplished. Not only a senator, had her own clothing line, PhD in history, super amazing, interesting woman. Yeah. So I got an email from her just saying, I'd like to award you the Queen's Diamond Jubilee. And I was I think it was, I parked my car and I was just checking my email on the way into somewhere. And I wrote back. I was shocked. I wrote back, and then I thought, okay, I'm not going to tell anybody because maybe they emailed me by mistake. Like, I literally thought that.
I meant Alan Miura from Kingston.
I was like, maybe they did a mail merge and, like, my name got looped in there somehow. Like, I told nobody for, like, I think 3 days.
Yeah.
I think I told one person, I was like, I think I got this medal. And they're like, oh my God. And I was like, but I just don't tell anybody because I don't know if it's really actually for me. So then a couple days later, like, when they emailed me back, they said, because I had to kind of ask, you know, like, was it from Senator Poi? Like, was it from you? Or, like, did someone nominate me? Or, like, how did this happen? And they basically said, no, we want to give it to you because of the work that you've done with Babes and the help you with the community. I was like, wow, okay, is this real? So it was like extremely, extremely humbling.
Yeah.
Because when we were at this ceremony, which was in Toronto in last June, just being among the other people who were awarded the medal and hearing their stories, because they read the commendation and then they award the medal, hearing all the things that those people had done, like, I was like, oh my gosh, I got a lot of work to do still. So I feel that for me, it's a keep going. It's a keep going award, and it's like, you're on the right path. Keep going.
Wow.
And to me, it's like, be that person who, when they're 80, they're getting that medal, and not that I need a medal, but still trying to help the community, still working towards the community and helping others when you're that age. So that was it. It was, I don't know, I'm getting shivers just thinking about it. Just like the people there. And the other thing about being awarded something like this, it's funny because it's not about me. Like, it's not just my accomplishment. It's the like hundreds of people who have participated in, whether it's Amanda, who's like my right-hand person, who I wouldn't be here with Babes without her. It's all of those people who have helped, like whether you've attended a concert or you're an artist who's been in the concert or you're a sponsor or you're just like, you did, you know, you postered for me. Like, I really feel like it's shared with everybody because it's not really about me. It's a community gesture, and it's a community effort. So it belongs to all those people in the Babes community.
Where is it?
It's in my bedroom, actually. I got to get it framed. Anybody want to frame it? Like, I feel like it's just like, there it is, just sits there. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Let's segue right over to one more track, and we'll sign off for today. I think we're running out of time on Steve's camera.
It's because I'm rambling, just rambling.
One more song before we go. What can you play for us?
Sure. You want to slow or fast, or what are you thinking?
How fast do they get?
Well said, sir.
I'm in
well
a Ramones
said.
kind of mood, so if you got something.
Maybe I'll play. Yeah, maybe I'll just play the one I wrote for my son, which is called "Little Boy."
Sounds good.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Anna.
Thank you, Kevin.
Absolute pleasure.
Pleasure to talk to you.
See you next time.
Right. Quick sunset, I got my feet out on the dash. You're looking at me with those brown eyes, and I can't figure out what that thought that's in your head that's got you drowning inside your mind. And I saw my little boy, he was running in the park, and he looked so happy to be near his mama's loving heart. Don't you just wish that we could have those days again, only running around all over town, your whole life in a day. Yeah, now you're running out of breath. I said, I think I know what's best. You said, I'm taking you down to the cellar where the roots are found. And if we only want for each other, it would work out just fine. Well, I think if we keep trying, we're gonna find that you will grow up just right. Turn motherly love I found. And still I can't figure out, no, where the summer days have gone. It's got me drowning inside my mind. Ooh, I saw my little boy, he was running in the park. He looked so happy to be near his mama's loving heart. Don't you just wish that we could have those days again? Only running around all over town, your whole life in a day. Yeah, now you're running out of breath. I said, hey, God know what's best. You said I'm taking you down to the cellar where the roots are found. We only run for each other, it will work out just fine. I think if we keep it trying, we'll find that you will grow up just fine.